See the whole thing.
Oh my days, fam. No, Rick Ross has given me some moments.
No, he actually put his hand behind his head. Wait. Actually.
I told you. He's giving me some moments online. Like, have you seen it when he's...
I still want to see the ocean jump, man.
No, I don't know what video it is, bro. He jumps into the ocean. Like, if you follow him on Instagram, yeah?
I wish I won't do.
Nah, Chuck, bro. If you want to laugh,
I might.
that nigga is funny. Like, I don't know what video it was, but he was dancing to Caribbean music.
To who? Specified. Soca, calypso, bashment, reggae, dancehall.
It was probably...
What we doing?
Was it dancehall?
Nah.
It wasn't... It was like one of the... Oh, I'm gonna sound so mad saying that. It was in the Caribbean portion of music that Buju Banton is in.
Okay.
Yo, John, is that
What genre is that?
Like
that dancehall?
Reggae, dancehall, yeah.
It was one of those songs, and he's doing one step. I don't know.
Does that
Everybody does two-step. He was doing.
You can't see it, but
that's them not.
That's them up.
Oh, okay.
He was
Why can't I be
just
slap him? I'm
Just
too far. I don't like the seating arrangements of this podcast.
He was.
I need to be able to put hands on David. What does he mean?
He was doing seven step. And you know, yeah, what makes it funny is it's like Rick Ross. It's like sometimes he knows how to dress, sometimes he doesn't. Yeah. He was wearing jeans that were clearly size underneath.
And I said underneath, not below. Underneath, but go.
And no top. And doing one.
Hey.
And he had what did he have? A bandana or something?
I don't understand.
Yeah, it's gonna be like I know.
I need to find it. When I find that video, so what's wrong with you, fam? Well, you know when you get to a certain level of money, yeah, you can just enjoy life. No one's gonna say anything to you.
Yeah, you can wear what you like.
Bro, fam.
Bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Fam. As I said, one of my friends said to me the other day, because obviously man's trying to get back into the gym or whatever. And he's like, bro, I can't be bothered that. Why that? And I was like, bro, like, not even for aesthetic, just for health. You want to be old and enjoy your grandkids.
Yeah.
He said, nah, bro, like, I'm living for right now. I said, okay, cool. I hear you. And then I'm like, bro, like, but what? You haven't heard, like, even some of your favourite rappers, they've had seizures and stuff. You can see they're trying to get healthy. It doesn't inspire you. And he's like, nah, I'm not care about that stuff, man. All I care about is enjoying right now. Then I said to him, okay, cool. Like, for the most part, obviously some girls like big men, but for the most part, and especially in the scene you're in where everything's how it looks, because you know them VBS money, Montclair, Gucci,
What's it, Montclair?
Dior, all of that type of stuff. It's like, that's what people like, the aesthetic. You might have all that stuff, but you don't look, oh bro, all I need is a chain.
That's what people think.
But you know what though? You see, for women like you with common sense, you would see that and be like, okay, you got a chain, so what? There's some girls who will only see your chain. I was gonna say, and for that, what he's living right now, it makes sense to him. Because it's like, I'm not gonna wipe any of these girls, I'm just gonna get lit for the night and fuck these bitches. You know what I was gonna say? So for you, respectively. I'm gonna be set.
Respectively. Hey!
So I get it, what he's saying, but obviously in the long run, we all know what's gonna happen when you live that kind of lifestyle. But it made me think that it actually makes sense, bro. Like, if that's all you want right now, and for example, I think I was talking before with you on this, before the pod, in terms of like the shallowness, innit? So like, for example, we were saying that there's girls who don't date guys without cars. For me, I just see that as, if that's a criteria for you, for me, I respect it, but it also doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
That, if he doesn't drive, like, someone can be a perfect match for you, and because you've got to take a train to go on, you'll just... But then I also understand...
Or a cab,
but I also understand the perspective of their man that will buy a car, but then that just tells me the kind of girl you're going for right now is not going to be forever, man. It's just a temporary thing. Because...
Not necessarily.
You don't think?
Because they literally could end up being together.
No, of course, it's not.
The car might be a missing piece, bro.
It's Scream.
It might be. I know it's.
But I just feel for me, yeah,
Might
I
be a
don't
missing
want
piece.
anything to do with you if
The car's a missing piece.
like I would understand if you said that maybe my communication skills or I don't do this part or this part well and that's the missing piece for you. A material thing. So what if we build all this stuff and then I lose all my money? You're out then.
Not necessarily. I think it's like a yellow flag. It's not a red flag. It's like it kind of makes you look at.
Yellow
It's
flag,
like this anger.
A yellow flag.
I like that.
I've
Listen,
never
that's a
heard
new one still.
I just like that.
Let's coin that. We need
Yeah.
to copyright that.
Thank you. So
It's no
sad.
left or right here, but you know,
But-
it's a yellow flag.
Even the hair is bouncing. Wow. Looking for us. Looking for us.
Yes. Don't get me mad.
Jeez.
But I think it just makes you look at. You have to look close at that person. So let time go on and see how they move. She might be fine. She might be perfect match, like you said, or she might just be looking for what you can give her.
Wait. Somebody's dying outside.
Murder in this area.
Somebody's dying outside.
Remember we saw them crows earlier, fam? They're here for them.
Hey.
I'm
So
actually in
with
shock.
that, what's a one thing that if this is not there, you can't be in a relationship?
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
What's
to
your
me
missing
like that.
piece?
I don't know, bro. Next.
Yeah, no.
person.
You know why? Let's answer that question.
Why?
So your ideal person, they tick every checkbox, yeah, apart from one. But that one is mad. So you know when you do your driving test, yeah, you can get minors. If you get a certain amount of majors, you fail, or one major.
One major.
fail.
If you get a certain amount of money, you get a major.
What's the major for me?
What's a major that you would say, okay, he
Fail,
ticked
like-
every other box here, but you see this
He's
one,
got no minors, but one major.
Communication.
But that's vague though, Jen, because I've been hearing people say this
when
for
I say
years.
that, I mean,
What does that mean for you?
imagine being with someone and you don't actually know what they're thinking, how they feel,
They're not able to communicate effectively.
How-
their feelings.
And their feelings.
Their-
Okay.
Effectively. Let that be the word.
Effective.
Be able to communicate effectively. I don't need to open your mouth and say bullshit.
But then what's okay? Now you answered my question.
Yeah.
I was gonna say what's effectively because it makes sense. You can't
Okay.
just your communication has to make sense, even if it's maybe
And maybe if I
10%
don't
of what
agree
you're
with
trying
it,
to say.
Yeah, even if I
but at
don't agree
least
with
you got
it,
it out.
but you've said what you said in order for me to say what I need to say and for others to be able to
To understand.
understand
Yeah, I
and
feel like
find a.
if you can make the other person understand, then that's where you got
Yeah.
like
So
something.
what about you? Just communication as well.
That's definitely one of them. So that's helped me. So let's say yes.
No, what was the other one you were going to say then?
It's not other one. I didn't have one. I was like, I don't know, Sha. Too many.
You
Just wait.
said too many red flags.
Too many major. It's
What-
communication.
What about you, bro?
Missing like a crucial thing.
I don't know how to answer for that.
That's
That's
fine.
fine.
I have so many. There's a
That'd
few
be
things.
Jen
to
is
be-
angry at somebody right now.
Maybe.
You don't talk
Maybe
enough.
Damn. Damn.
No, I don't know, man. Would it be not communication? I feel like girls communicate too much sometimes.
Ooh, what a way to tell us to
I-
shut the
no,
fuck
I
up.
can agree with that. We do.
Whoa.
To be frank.
Sometimes.
To be
No,
frank.
To be
Y'all
frank.
talk too much.
Sometimes you guys, we're simpler than you may think we are. So you talk too much and try
But
to
why are you
understand something.
simpler than what
Because
you
we
think?
men are
What
simple.
does that mean?
We want to fuck, we want to eat, we want to sleep.
So does that mean you're not able to communicate?
No, we
effectively?
communicate as well, on top of that.
But you just don't.
You know why? You know why?
It's just that you be trying to get something out of us that is not even there.
It's there, bro. You had, you know what I'm saying? You've demonstrated in other parts of life. But so we can sit there and shut up.
You know what I'll say though? Sometimes, yeah,
There's nothing
I feel like
I'm
men
gonna fuck up.
I feel like a lot of the time men compartmentalize better than women do.
That doesn't mean
Yeah.
that's not
But
there.
let me-
Yeah, no, but I
let
do
me
agree.
finish.
No, that's true.
In
That
terms
is
of
true.
something that you would feel the need or irks you that you have to speak to me about, I might see that from my perspective and just think it's not that deep. I'm not going to talk about it. It's a one-off.
It doesn't. It's not
Okay,
effective
cool.
the way I'm with you.
In the same sense that it's not that deep, why if it's that deep for me and it's not that deep for you, would you not just do it for me? If it doesn't mean nothing to you and it means something to me, why not just do it for me?
No, but that's what I'm going to say.
You'd rather
You're
just,
asking
it's
me.
not that deep, so I'm not gonna do it. That
That's
means you
communication
have a
essential right there. That's
no, I'm asking, no,
inside
genuinely,
communication.
because
No,
that's my
and
point.
that's-
Because I remember a few years ago, someone asked me about dancing at parties or whatever. The link, two might not link, but whatever. But this was my answer. Either way, would I have a problem with my boyfriend telling me to stop going out clubbing, because of possible dancing with people, whatever? And I was like, to be honest, no, because for me it's not that serious. But if serious to him, have it. Like, do you know? If I felt like then it's serious to me, then we can battle it out. But I don't mind. Like,
no, but it depends on you.
And it also depends on what I'm going out for, type shit. Like my friend, my close friend's birthday. You're really that's showing stuff about you that.
Yeah, then that's
No. That, I completely understand.
So it's the same
it depends on how important that thing is to you.
Yeah,
so like,
if it means nothing to
my
you,
girl
and
said
it
to me,
means the world to
I
me,
don't
why
like,
not just do it?
I don't like you playing. I don't even know. I don't like you playing FIFA when we're together or something like that. Like I can play FIFA all day, for example. In that 6 hours we're together, I can deal without not playing FIFA.
Because it's not that deep
So it's
for
not
you,
that
right? But if you were someone that was a FIFA lover, you would argue with her, per se. Because you could be like, nah, why? Why is it so much of a problem? Like, I'm just playing a game because it means something to you. But if it don't mean nothing to you, you're just doing it in your pastime. She asks you not to do it.
That's
You
why,
could be like, okay,
that's
cool.
why I agree. But what you need to understand as well is a lot of guys have been taught that communication is like we haven't been taught to communicate, bro. Yeah.
I'm trying to teach you and you're doing.
What you need to understand is look at our age, bro. Like I don't want to say anybody's age, innit? But we're 20 something, innit? Someone's been doing something for 20 something years. You've been dating them for 6 months. Fair enough, you're trying to help them change and they're trying to change this thing. You can't expect them to change straight away something they've been doing for 20 years.
I understand, but I know I'm also not your first girl that you've spoken to in this type of sense. I know other girls would have also tried to be teaching you as well. You're still doing. You just don't want to.
No, it's not.
You're not simple.
No, but
you just don't want to.
It's not as simple as I don't want to. I think some people that shows me you actually can't. Like
some
you
things
need
hard to
some
change.
help or support to be able to get past that because you actually can't do it. Because like you said, there's loads of other girls that's probably been here before.
Yeah, they ain't changed.
You've been here many times, but you can't change it. So it's not that thing. Why they don't?
You see me or
What do you mean that they can't change?
People find it hard to communicate. People find it hard to like talk about their feelings, and it's worse for men.
I understand people find it
agree
hard
with
to
that.
talk about their feelings, but I feel like is that the same as not being able to communicate effectively?
It depends on what you're communicating about. If someone just doesn't communicate with you, like they've gone out and they told you I'm coming home at 11, but something changed, they pop up at 4 but they tell you.
No, they're violating.
That's violating.
That's violation.
Why is not communicating effectively?
Yeah, but that's simple stuff though. Like, that shouldn't even like.
It shouldn't, right? It shouldn't, right?
Yeah.
You know why? This is what I say.
Right?
Because a lot of I feel like with men, a lot of the time they have their like a guard up in terms of from maybe the way I've grown. It's like I haven't been taught to share my feelings. I've always been taught if I do share my feelings, or for example, I've been in a lot of situations where I've shared my feelings and that's been seen as a weakness that's been used against me.
Exactly.
So now, I'm not telling nobody shit, but what you need to realise is that your girl is not these niggas. So you get it?
Sometimes hard to separate that because you just like you get done dirty by people, whatever. So you don't even want to let them know anything.
And you know what's mad about hearing this is because I hate to sound like a wicked woman, but you're telling this to someone who is also experiencing the same as you, and us females, we still push through. You might be saying we've been hurt, so we're not gonna do this no more.
But it's still different for them.
Fam, this has happened to us, and we're still here trying to find the same thing as you.
But
So I don't get how you can tell me we can't.
But that's why I always say women are, as much as men may be more logical, women are stronger than men in terms of going through emotional stuff.
Yeah, because men don't deal with them.
Because you don't deal with your emotions on a regular basis.
But we get judged for thinking through stuff emotionally.
No,
So,
we do,
I don't know if
but
you see
we're
the-
still allowed to.
But I was getting judged.
But we're still allowed to. It's different.
I don't want to be allowed if
Men
I'm
are
judged.
allowed
me.
to
That
as
is a
well,
different-
but it doesn't feel like it.
Men are only allowed to more recently.
Yeah.
Back in the day, keep that shit to yourself. You're a man
I
up,
still
deal
hate
with
that.
it.
I still hate
I
that.
think it's wrong. I
still
remember
hate
being a kid and my dad telling me big boys don't cry.
Big boys are like, what
Bro, I'm
what
like
do you
5,
mean?
bro. What the fuck
I've
are you
never
talking
told
about?
that to
Even
I don't know if I'm gonna cry quietly.
But I'm not angry at him
please
because
cry then.
obviously that's what he's learned as well, isn't it? So I guess it's up to us to change that kind of narrative.
We got prepared for the world that we live in, not the world that we want to live in. So like my dad obviously made sure that I was tough to a certain extent by making sure that I didn't, like you said, cry if I fell down and like hurt myself. You gotta brush that shit off. like, don't show too much emotion, don't get too angry, don't get too
Crack you fall
involved.
down, Cam.
No,
But
but it's
then
like
that's what
You hurt yourself.
It's the condition.
I'm
No.
crying as an adult if I'm
It's a lot to do with pain like that because like you're a man, you're strong.
It shouldn't be because you're a man.
That's how. That's
No, but that's how it was though. That's how it
It's-
was.
I know- I
I'm
know
not
it shouldn't be
like
like
Uncle, I need to talk to
No,
you.
It's a tricky
He's got
one
the same
still.
experience.
It's true.
Yeah, but you
It's-
ain't talk about my uncle.
No, but it's not
I'm
like.
just saying.
Listen, I'm to death.
Yeah, me too. I'm
He's.
still talking to you.
But they had their ways, innit? But
It's
you
just
know,
the way he raised me, innit?
but like I said, now
Yeah, I made that
because
song.
we know a little bit better,
Enjoy it.
it's obviously up to us to do things differently. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember growing up here, I would see like a white kid, for example, kiss his dad on the lips,
That was wild.
and his dad is
They
like,
still look-
no wait, but I'm saying
Not
the
really.
kid's like 3 or 4 years old.
Yeah.
That's a baby, bro.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
back
not-
then it was wild.
I'm
Now
not-
it's not wild.
Why shouldn't you be able to kiss your 3-year-old? I'm not saying like, oh, kiss your 10, 11, 12-year-old on the lips.
That's what I was thinking.
That's a
of
bit
doing.
too
bit
much.
far.
Yeah, it's a bit too much for me.
But I was probably like 4, maybe even 4 or 5 or something, and I thought that was weird. Bro. How do you kiss your dad on the lips? That, bro, that's a broken.
Well, then where are we?
That's like
Where are we?
that's like a. That's so
Are we in
broken.
Narnia? What's going on?
Yeah,
You,
man.
you should be able to like
You should be able to.
express your feelings, basically. Kind of thing.
Yeah. Like when I have kids, hold on, I will definitely raise my son slightly differently. Not completely differently. I will still make sure that he's prepared for the world that we're living in, but at the same time I'll make sure that he knows that emotions, we all feel them. Like it's okay to express it, but you need to make sure that it doesn't express you.
Amen. Put that on the shirt. Are you dumb?
Don't let express
What? He
you.
basically said, make money, don't let money make you.
Yeah,
In
basically.
his own way, Sha.
No,
Feel,
it's
feel
true.
what you feel, but deal with it appropriately.
Yeah, because if your emotions take over you, you end up like
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer. And
You know what I'm saying?
I
If
know.
you cry, go and cry. But
No,
You know what's mad? I tried not to say his name 5 minutes ago when I heard someone screaming, help, help, outside. I was going to say Jeffrey Dahmer again, yeah, but I thought, let me not do episode 2, but we've done it now.
We might
What do you
be-
think is going on over there
I
now,
don't
for
know.
real now?
I don't know.
Because this is how Jeffrey
Please.
Dahmer got away with it for how many years? Because people decided to do podcasts in a block of across the street. I say, I don't know, rather than call the fucking police, man.
They'll put us in the documentary and we'll get paid. That's
Yeah.
it. Let's move on. Thank you very much.
That's nice. Someone's son is screaming for help.
Nah, man. That's just crackheads. fam.
We in South London.
You
There's
know what I'm saying?
a plethora of crackheads
Yeah,
on the strip. Yeah. So
I feel
we
like
will
he
hear
knows a few
some
of them,
shit.
but okay.
Yeah. Huh?
Huh?
Hmm?
I love you.
Oui.
Yeah.
Francais?
Have you been watching Lucifer?
I haven't, you know.
You're mocking. Have you started watching Elementary back on Primary? Snake.
I have.
Man, how could he be the first person I ran to text? Well done. How could he be the first person I ran to text? Mama told me I saw it. I said, that's nice.
I had a busy week.
You didn't
innit?
even
So
tell me.
when I finished
That's
work,
nice.
I needed to unwind. I was watching.
I hear it.
one of my favourite
Understand.
shows,
Fuck you,
and
but I
just-
hear it.
wow.
But I hear it.
No, but
I just
even
looked
that-
at it.
Even that Lucifer show, remember we were saying, like we only started watching it this year, and the only reason I haven't watched the show
It's because-
show is sick. That show is hard. Don't, listen,
Now don't
even
fuck
the
with Mr.
spoiler,
Morningstar.
I was spoiling.
What season are you in?
I'm definitely on season 2.
Okay, I'm on season 3. Talk your shit, baby.
No, oh yeah, but it's a show from years ago, innit? So if you say I
Yes,
spoil it, it's
eons.
on your own, innit? But that show is hard, and the only reason that we didn't watch it is because its name is Lucifer.
And I think we're right to not do that.
Of course, I had a
That's
fight
why
in
I
my
didn't
head
watch
that
Yeah.
I'm a Christian. I'm not as practicing as I should be. Whatever, cool, but I'm a Christian. So for me to watch a show that's named after the devil,
The devil?
These times
Yeah.
I was
It's
doing
a bit-
Catholic as well.
You what?
Yeah.
These times I was doing Catholic when that show came up.
Mama said I was doing up Catholic.
No more, but like that's.
That's what he said was doing up.
I was.
It's
But
true.
not really though. 'Cause I hadn't been to church in like 10 years. I said the same prayer every night for like 15 years.
What?
I think we're allowed to say
It
the
wasn't
same
really
prayer.
said Hail
I
Mary.
say the same prayer.
Every night.
I say, God our Father, I come to say thank you for your love today. Thank you for my family and all the prayers you give
Bro,
to
that's
me.
like we don't
God
know
us
what
in
it
the
is.
dark of night and in the morning send your light. Amen. That's why I say
I'm
that.
gangster. I just be. Like, you
Sometimes
already,
I
you already
talk.
know what it is.
Yeah, you know what to do.
Yeah.
That's
I'm here the other day, my nigga. I know you listen to me shit. You know, I turned into an Atlanta nigga real quick. When I was
he
talking
said
to God.
ATL. Hello.
Oh,
You know.
Atlanta. Have you guys watched Atlanta?
I'm behind,
Bro.
I'm behind. Still.
I've never.
See?
That's a great show.
My
No China.
brother.
Huh?
What's that show?
Bro,
Yeah.
That show
Okay.
is
Okay.
funny.
Not you clogging up your
too many
uterus.
gems in that show.
It's
Bro,
it's an all-time
You know
great
what?
show.
I'm gonna
All-time
spoil
great.
it.
I
You
see
know
why
the
I
scene
No, because
when he gets hit. You know, huh? You never seen it either.
No, exactly. Yeah, so
I just want
Yeah, I'm
to.
saying,
I want
you
to.
also don't want to.
I'm not gonna spoil it. I want to advertise it for you.
Go ahead.
advertise.
Alright,
Do you remember the scene where
That's not advertisement.
they're in prison?
Wait,
Do you remember the scene? What kind of shit is that?
It's a trailer. I'll give you a trailer.
It's true.
Where he's in jail and basically, imagine I'm sitting in the cell. There's a man next to me, and is it trans?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Wait, hold on. Is
Yeah.
that the right term?
I believe it's
It
an
was a
acceptable term. I don't know
trans
about
woman.
right,
Yeah.
but it's an acceptable term.
They were trans.
It was
In
a
the
trans
year of
woman.
2022, I think
I'm
that's an
sitting
acceptable
here.
term.
And a guy next to me is moving to a trans woman sitting on a seat next to me.
Yeah.
As in, I'm in between.
So John's moving to Cam.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
for example.
Hold up.
Let's just
He said,
just so I can, just so
don't
I can.
personalize this one.
Just stay away from me, bro. God.
And he's in between both of them, and they're having a conversation. And this guy is like, he claims to be straight,
Yeah.
but he's real gangster.
Yeah. Real.
And my man's like, okay, I can move. He's like, no, stay there.
Yeah.
Like, you need to watch the scene, bro. Someone's moved to somebody here.
Yeah.
You want to get out of there.
Bro, I'm trying
And
to
you
leave.
must stay there.
I want to
no,
leave,
stay.
but he pressured me. He's like, no, stay there.
Whoa! I didn't hear that the first time, bro. The second time, bro, that's crazy.
And then what happened after he's trying to her, one of the guys in front of him was like, you know, it's a dude, right? And he's like, nah.
After you pressured them man in the middle of
He's
the
like,
stage,
China, the guy's Adam's apple
was further out than his nose.
was further out than anything on his body. It was this far. And you didn't,
I used to go to the toilet and I said this
you
one.
didn't know
Bare
that
bass
was a
voice, you know? Bare bass.
No.
Yeah, but bass ain't a teller.
No. There's my
There's
voice.
bass
woman
and there's
voice.
husk.
It's
Yeah, that's
very, you know the difference.
There's
And there's women
bass.
with both. Fuck what
No,
you
you
talking
get,
about.
you get husky.
I haven't
Yeah.
met them. I meant no bassy and husky.
Well,
Husky's
Husky's
gold.
yeah, right?
Husky's
Exactly.
gold. No.
I've met a woman with what people say a man voice.
As in, like, when you say man.
Why?
What's
Don't
the-
know how
what's-
to dress.
No.
What's the level
Rubbish.
of man? Is it like
Her voice is different
Morgan
than yours.
Freeman? Oh,
Doing up gigs. What we saying?
That's that.
Oh,
It's an awful.
That's exactly what she did.
like you saw that? Did you see the clip of Glorilla
Sorry?
recently?
Yeah.
Glorilla on her
Glorilla?
Instagram. She's
She said,
spending-
I got 9 pounds, but the biggest
No,
one's me.
on her Instagram live.
I love that.
And the
though.
biggest one.
I love that.
On her Instagram live, she's put hey rapper.
Sorry, you said every time you say her name, I'm gonna rap bars. Stop doing it.
On her Instagram live, she's posted. Someone said someone was talking about sex in it, and she was imitating her and Doggy, and she's like, "Oh, this."
Yeah, I remember. She was
And
like,
she's bro.
and even she started.
If I'm hitting a girl,
But
from
she
the back,
was
yeah, and she does that. Yeah.
She was joking.
Oh, imagine your doggy nigga.
She was joking.
Am I fucking Rick Ross? What's
She was
going on?
joking.
Hey, if her and Biggie was beating, bro, that's gonna
Uh-huh.
the whole dog.
I
Whole match.
A whole skit.
Match.
Oh.
This nigga's doing.
That's gonna sound like fucking ad-libs, fam. Just record that and throw it onto a Migos track.
Why Migos? Speaking of Migos, why do you think they broke?
my
What's
God.
this rubbish now?
Ah.
Like, I didn't
Sad,
care, but I
man.
don't understand.
I don't
What
fully
what-
understand.
What's
You
even
know
going
what?
on?
What's annoying about it is initially I respected the way that they kind of separated.
Quietly, peacefully, nobody
Everybody was
shit.
asking questions.
Yeah, no one answered
They didn't answer
anything.
any
Now
fucking
Quiver
questions.
chatting shit now.
But then you know what's made it mad? Because I remember a few years ago, after they broke, like a year
A few
ago.
years ago.
How long ago did they break up? 2 years ago.
It really was maybe yesterday, bro.
No, I swear it was-
Maybe
it was
2
this
years
year
ago.
still.
Was it this year?
Yeah, the broke up this year.
Okay,
See
after they
niggas.
broke up,
You see niggas.
I saw. What do you want me to do? I don't
2
know.
years.
Sorry,
Rubbish.
I'm wrong. Sorry. Yeah.
Forgive it.
To be frank, I don't care.
It's true.
But they broke up, and I saw a picture because someone tagged a picture with her and little baby,
I see that.
and that's come up again recently. Innit?
Yeah.
And
Lil
that
Baby's
happened
spoke
after
about
they
it as
break
well.
up. Now, little baby's put in this song something about the situation. I don't know what the lyrics are exactly.
You saying
but-
something like she posted a picture without permission and shit like that, and now everything's kind of like
And we also know that
she did too much basically.
Lil Baby and obviously Migos are like label colleagues or whatever you call them. So when Quavo said the thing about you fuck the bro, if you wanted to fuck the bro,
It would have been cool,
it would have been cool, we would have blessed it. And then Lil Baby dropped his album and he's put something on there. So from what we don't know, allegedly, they've said that Saweetie was fucking on Lil Baby.
Yeah.
And that's...
I've been hearing Sweetie fucking on a few people.
That's fine.
But
I've been hearing that Sweetie's fucking on Offset. That's what
I'm so
But
confused.
that's why I'm confused. Because
That's why.
what is the thing? Because even the picture that was
But is
posted...
that why they broke up?
What does that have to do with Offset? That's what
I'm saying. So.
But I don't.
Sweetie.
In my personal opinion, Offset cheated on Cardi. Cool. There's no way Offset fucked Sweetie and Cardi B stayed with him.
That's
No
what I'm
way.
a bit confused about.
Huh?
How did they get
No.
divorced? How did they get separated?
Again, recently.
Yeah, I swear, I'm sure I heard that.
Google it. Where are you?
Cardi
Let
and
me try.
Offset.
Maybe it was just like one of them dumb.
Bro, wasn't it the other day she was posting about her happy marriage and that?
Bro, yeah, no, he
But
was at
that's
our
like
30th,
they're
innit? She
they're
celebrated her
30th,
30th, yeah.
Something's mad. They've been together for a while, haven't they? I don't think
Did you
that's
say 30th year?
not the 30th, yeah.
Her birthday.
Yeah, birthday, yeah.
This bitch is a couple months older than me.
What?
You just gave it age away.
No, if they're breaking up, that's mad still. That means
No, I
Offset
don't-
never fucked Saweetie.
It's okay.
That's what
Why
I'm
are
saying.
you on job like this?
Who's
Get off
like,
me,
that's what
bro.
happened.
Now you just gave me age.
There's no confirmation, but it's like,
But if they aren't, I don't know, man. I don't know if they're breaking up. That's a mad thing.
nah, it doesn't look like it. Someone's alive.
Either way, that's not why Amigos broke up. So
I wonder, why do you think they broke up? What do you think happened?
Because
I think some.
I don't think Offset could have fucked Saweetie.
I don't think it's that. I genuinely don't
way.
think
that's
it's
why
that.
they're not friends now.
Bro,
I don't
Cardi
think
B
it's that.
would not have stayed. All the women that he slept with were like low key, and if he slept with Saweetie, bro, he's finished.
I thought it was wild, to be fair.
I don't think
What?
he would do that. That's to be fair, niggas.
That's what you don't know.
Who knows nowadays, bro? Do you get it? They could have been in the same parties together, or they was in the same city together, and everybody just lost composure.
It's
I'm saying. I don't
they're
know,
wild.
man.
They're wild.
That is a mad situation still. Like, imagine is he Offset is Quavo's cousin, right?
Yes. And Quavo is Takeoff's uncle.
What do you do if your nephew, your cousin fucks your wife?
That's what's.
Who
You
you-
gotta cut him off.
Who are you
Hey,
more angry
fucking
at?
my wife.
No, like look at me. Imagine
Bro,
me.
my
like,
cousin.
boy.
Yeah,
You're
no.
more angry at your cousin?
Obviously,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
wife too,
yeah,
but that's
Imagine
bro.
I'm with a girl for like 8 years.
Yeah, you are
3
more
years.
angry at your family member, I would think.
Yeah.
I break up with him. Kim fucks her. I'm thinking, bro, why though? Like,
Of
all the women you could have had, bro.
all the bitches.
Weird.
Like, why
That
would
is a
you?
good question.
I would be like, bro, that's just.
So basically, you feel like that in every scenario. Then, like, if a friend fucks your ex, or if anything, because like all the bitches. Why would you?
Yeah.
That's a question I have.
But what if you was the person who was supposed to make these two soulmates meet?
Well,
I was
then
just
I
gonna
saw
say
them
that.
meeting.
I can't lie.
I'm saying you could have been the
You know why?
missing piece.
That's
You don't look too
women
happy
thing.
about that. Did that
Let-
happen
let
to you in
me-
real
let me-
life?
Let me say something to you, yeah?
Yikes.
That's a women thing. That's a women
What do you mean
thing.
it's a women?
You
I'm
know
just
why?
asking.
Because there's only women that ask that kind of question. Bro, if my guy was dating a girl and they broke up, if she was my soulmate, it's done. I'll never know.
I'll never know.
I will never know.
Yeah, that's you,
I will never
bro.
open that.
Their
But
bros
that's-
are fucking their
that's what I'm
boys'
saying.
ex, wife, gal,
But yeah.
these things
I
there.
ain't got no niggas like that.
What about
And if
a
I do,
sister?
I'm
What about
sorry.
a sister? What if you feel the same way about why you got fuck my sister? There's so many people in this world, but what if you're the missing piece or the linking piece between
That's a
me
little
and my
bit
soulmate?
If
And just-
if
it
it's
just so happens
if it's
that
one of
I-
my boys that I know is genuine and serious.
Why?
and they wanna be-
What I want to
Because-
basically saying is, it has nothing to do with
You
you.
wouldn't allow
If
it.
these two people are doing their thing, it has nothing to do.
It
with
has
you.
everything to do with me.
No,
I'm
the
the
world
deciding
does not
factor.
revolve around
It doesn't.
you.
You know, this is what you need to remember. It doesn't matter about how you feel. I'm the deciding factor.
Are you mad?
I'll bun one of your skin, fam.
Are you?
No.
Are you crazy?
You know what? Let me. I'm gonna break the whole set. If my sister came and told me that she wanted to talk to one of my friends or whatever, or my friend wanted to date my sister. If number one, you have to come and ask me that.
Have to.
You're not gonna be sneaking around my sister, bro.
It's not sneaking around.
You are sneaking around.
I'm just not telling you nothing.
If you're my boy,
We
you tell me
are
every
not
girl
the
you.
same
No,
person.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's what
die
I
on
said.
this.
Hold on.
You're
Chav, you got a story for us, bro?
No, I don't.
what I hear.
Alright.
I just feel like being the opposing.
If you're my boy
the opposing
and you
character.
want and you see my sister and you tell you want to date her and you don't come to speak to me first and you approach her, it's done from there, bro. I don't care about how you feel or what's right. Like, this is how I feel, this is how I'm dealing with it, bro. Someone's getting, bro, know what
It's
you're
not
doing.
someone.
That's-
You're not gonna shoot your sister.
Exactly. So now,
just send it past her.
so why not just come and speak to me and we reason about it? Especially if I know you're genuine. Oh, bro, I really like her, and I know you're my boy. If anything, you might even be the best person for her because I know you, bro. Or from what I think I know.
But you don't know.
But
Okay,
you do know
so the reason why you're mad
bro,
is because
you're
the reason why
Yes.
you're mad is
Yes,
because they could have
I can watch
spoken to you about it, because at least you would have been willing to hear them out. Some people are not willing to hear them out. You're my friend, that's my sister. It's not going down.
But you
whether
know
you
what?
talk to
But
me.
then that tells me more about you then. Because
Yeah, exactly.
I me and you are
And
not
that's
really
what-
friends like that. Because if you're my boy, and like I said, there's gonna be girls where, for example, she's not my sister or she's my friend, and I know you're just trying to fuck around right now, and she's trying to find someone serious. I might tell you don't do that. I'll probably still have the same energy for you because you're fucking around with my friend, bro. And I told you from the beginning. So if you're genuine enough and this is serious, bro, you're gonna feel compelled to come and tell me, bro. I know you might feel a way about it. I'm real enough to come and tell you, bro. Like, I'm in love with your sister. Like, I'm gonna respect you so much, as opposed to I come in my house and you're in my house and bro.
It's not enough with your sister.
Bro.
Yeah, why do parents
They
tell
would
them-
have. They would have.
I want to date your sister.
Oh, okay. But they would have
Fair
been
enough.
sneaking behind the back this
But that's
whole
what I'm trying to
time.
say. You see the way I feel like my friends anyway, the way that we respect each other. For my brother to come and tell me that, I know he probably thought about this for 2 weeks, fam, before he came to tell me. It's not just some idiot on the road comes to tell me I want to date your sister. Like, who the fuck are you guys?
Just think about that.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Make sure.
But if you're doing it sneakily, bro, fam, oh my days, bro. We're gonna be in big problems, man.
So I just feel like the fact that someone has asked permission to talk to someone is a bit wild.
It's not permission.
It sounds like
it's more
permission.
courteous, bro.
Yeah, it's courteous.
It's courteous.
As well.
It's courteous.
Okay, it sounds like permission though.
It sounds like permission, but I think it's just respectful.
I can't even lie. Whatever term you want to give it, that's the bottom line for me. I'm not saying that's just for everybody, innit? But that's for me personally, bro. You come and chat to me about it, like fam.
There's really a party going on next door though.
Like, you wouldn't feel away if I went out or you went out and you saw me and your sister on a date and I haven't spoken to you or said anything to
I
you
just
about it.
pictured
I don't know if I would feel away. I'll be like, oh, okay. But then my brain will just instantly go,
You-
they're both adults.
Bro,
Do your thing, shot.
you
But as
will
soon
be
tomorrow,
a
exactly.
slew
I don't know
me.
if I would slew you, to be honest.
I've been dating your sister and I haven't told you.
You would. I know
Stop
you would.
capping. Stop
I would
capping.
ask
Wow.
you why you didn't, but I don't know if I
Wow.
would be slewing you personally.
No, you would.
I don't think
I
I would
know
slew
you.
him. I would ask you, well, why didn't you tell me like? Then I'm not gonna be like, what the fuck? Am I my sister?
Not like that, but it'll be like,
That's
bro, like,
slewing,
what?
Sha.
You couldn't even tell me, like,
You don't even
what?
talk like that.
Like,
Shut up. Shut up.
no, that's wild.
No, I would ask why you didn't tell me, but I would be very much calm about it. And then when you tell me, yeah. Now, to be honest, I had to go to the toilet anyway, so that's my.
Is that even going to stay up?
Wait, a quick question in that, yeah. Because obviously there's jobs that we do with a salary, you can't negotiate every salary. Cool. But the ones where there's a salary, do you think a part of it is because people accept less?
100%.
I guess so, but then at the same time, if we're gonna say that, then people accepting less. When a person now realizes their worth, you should be willing to pay them more.
Not
So it's
necessarily.
not you know why? Because
Already set that.
I understand setting a tone,
Yeah.
but especially if I'm doing above and beyond, which we know that minorities have to do anyway to get into these spaces. So, for example, let's take it away from men and women. Yeah, a white man in a corporate job is getting paid 70k. A black woman's getting paid 45. Yeah, they're doing the same job. She's had to do above and beyond to get to that position. So, because we're coming from positions that are a lot less off than them, we're going to be willing to accept more because that's above what we've expected anyway. So, like, for example, like you know these rappers, you know how they get trapped in these stupid deals? It's because this person is living a normal life or struggling, they can barely afford their rent, and this person said, here's a meal. as much as that contract is fucked, the mindset and mind frame that you're in, it's like, bro, that's $1 million. Am I gonna say no to that $1 million?
So the question I'm gonna ask: who's the onus on?
I say the onus is on the people who obviously take advantage, but then it's also on. I feel like, for example, where we are now, the people who initially made those mistakes and were in bad positions, 100%, they took advantage of you. Where so far we've had so many like idols now and stuff that had bad contracts and stuff. Years, 10, 15
If it's
years ago.
happening to you now,
It still
natural
happens to
selection,
you now.
innit?
Natural.
It's a bit of natural
So-
selection.
Okay.
This is why I would say personally, in business, you don't get what you deserve. You get what you negotiate. So if you accept less, you cannot complain. So in terms of the pay gap thing, if you accept less, like don't get me wrong, it exists. Some people are only willing to offer women less for their own reasons. There's going to be maternity leave. There's all going to be these different kind of things where a woman's not going to be able to put in as much as a man because there's certain things that she might go through. Yeah. But if you accept less,
You can't really complain. Like, you made a deal.
But
With
then,
the devil.
but then, where's the
With
room?
Lucifer.
Where's the room for improvement? Where's the room for, like I said, realizing your worth? So, for example, I can start a job today, and they tell me do ABC. I do ABC for a year, and then
Now you got the
the
experience.
year goes by. They're now telling me to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but I'm still getting paid what I was getting paid to do ABC.
Yeah. That can't run. You gotta run.
As much as we agreed this, now I'm doing above and beyond. My pay needs to make sense according to that. Otherwise, I'm not doing it. That's why, for example, like,
That's what that annual pay rise is for.
do you get it? That's why I understand if, like I said, for example, a black woman gone into a job, she's getting paid maybe less than what she's supposed to be getting paid. She's in there now. She's proved she's worth it. You can't now say, "Oh, this is what you accepted." Are you dumb, bro? I'm doing what everybody else is doing. Give that woman a fucking coins, fam. You know what I'm gonna say? So,
After that fact though, if it remains ABC, she can't complain. But if it goes to D, E, F, then she can complain.
but that's what it is. There's an appraisal, but then there's two things here. It's like if I look at having a career in something, I want to progress. You can't expect to get promoted doing what you're already paid to do.
no, you gotta do
So
more.
if you wanna
But
do
then
more-
even that though, I was gonna say as well. The point, like I said, the white man is getting paid 70 and the woman's getting 45 or doing the same thing.
Yeah. That's just wrong. That's wrong.
Bro,
It's not happening that much anymore though.
not. That's what I'm trying to say.
Like
Not
where
as
I
much, yeah.
work, they'll look at certain roles because of in production, I guess. There's like bands and stuff. So if you're at a certain point, they'll just put you on that. If you haven't been on that for, like, let's say you started your job, your new role in the new band at the beginning of the year, they'll backdate pay because that's what you're owed. That's what they do now though.
But it wasn't always like that.
Yeah, where I work as well. I don't know about everywhere else. So
So like,
Even with football, women's football doesn't make as much money as men's football, so they can't get paid the same.
which
Yeah.
is
And
fair.
but
I understand.
it's seen such a surge in popularity and acceptance with just men and just football fans in general.
It's going up
It's
now.
going up.
So eventually, do you think they'll get paid? They will get paid.
They need to get paid
Yeah.
accordingly.
Accordingly, yeah.
If it's going up and there's more ticket sales and they're selling out stadiums and arenas, then they need to get paid more.
They need to get paid
But
more.
I understand at this current moment,
It's
the
business.
male football industry makes so much more money than
female.
women's football, and you can't pay a woman 120 bags a week. When
But you know what it is, I feel like they can get paid a lot more now in the position that they're in.
Therefore,
Obviously, even before, because fair enough, the following wasn't as much, but they were still not getting paid enough.
yeah,
It's like,
they won't get paid.
there's- maybe because no one speaks about it, it's like it just gets pushed under the carpet. So like even recently I realised, there's in NBA, there's the NBA league, there's the G League, and then there's the league for like all the the college kids.
Yeah,
Them niggas don't get paid.
they don't get paid.
Yeah, at all.
That's $1 billion.
Why would they get
and-
paid in college?
Are you listening to what I'm saying?
Chad,
The fact that I play for this team,
No, I
Makes
get it,
you
but
lots
why
of
would they
money.
pay them in college?
but that's what I'm
They're
saying. You
making money
should
off
be
it.
paying me because I make.
It's not occupation.
What do you mean it's not
It's-
okay?
It's your hobby.
You're
at
paying me
this
for my
point.
time.
You
It's
sound
your
like
hobby
that
at
now.
this
You
point.
sound like P Diddy. That's what
It's
you're
your hobby at
saying.
this point.
It's not. You know what?
When
No,
you're When you're old enough for it to be an occupation, let's do that.
It's gonna be
Sign
my occupation in a
contracts.
couple years.
Okay, cool.
This is why you guys are
It's
making money
going
off
to
me.
be.
Okay,
It
cool.
is
So
not.
pay me now.
You know
I got
why?
schools now for
You
the
know why you're
job.
wrong. You know why you're wrong because they will pay them. Because if every one of them kids decide that we're not playing anymore, you lot fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're fucked. They haven't done
Without
that.
this, without
They ain't done
us. But that's what I say. We're talking about people's what people have the right to. When it
Yeah,
initially
I'm just being
started,
devil's advocate.
I know. When it initially started, they weren't making that much money. Now they have their own TV channels. They're
Yeah.
making billions of pounds.
Yeah.
Why is it that you lot are making all this money off us playing, and I'm a kid who's still struggling to pay my student
When they're
finances?
ready to start doing strikes and
I'm not saying they should pay them an NBA wage, you know.
But you should
they
pay
can
them.
pay them something.
Exactly.
Something, they don't pay them
no.
nothing.
You shouldn't be the star player of your university and you're struggling for money.
A lot of them have to pay on certain teams to be in the team.
I was just even because they are the one putting their money
Yeah,
to get in that
and
position.
do you see the way it's set up? Like, do you see the way the system is set for them to always make money? Whatever
Everything's
avenue we're
business.
going down, we're always making bread.
Yeah.
No matter what, they never take it out. You see when they talk about like companies saying they're down 5% this year, but the profit margin for last year was 40%. But you made 35% profit this year, but you're down 5%. How does that? You see the levels of greed, the levels that they're operating on.
You know why,
It's
bro?
mad.
Because yesterday's price.
It's
not
not
today's
today.
I understand.
So if I made 5 million this year and next year I made 10 million, the following year if I don't make 10 million,
Yeah.
I'm down.
Not even if I don't make 10, if I don't make 15, because apparently now I make 5 million per year. So
Yeah.
if next year I don't
Extra
make
on top.
15,
Yes.
I'm
are
down.
you mad?
The way
If I get a 12, I'm down 3
the
million.
way they chop the
That's how
numbers
they're
to make
looking.
money
You are
regardless is
12
mad.
million up.
That's actually crazy.
Yesterday's price, not today's price. But when you set the price, bro, you have to take some of the profit loss, bro. You can't set the price and then you want to be making bands on the
You don't
price.
have to if you can find a way not to. It's business.
But it's dark, though, isn't it?
It's dark,
I understand the game.
I can't lie.
But it's dark,
I've
though.
realised in this life there's no set prices on anything. Anything, bro. Bro,
No, it's true.
last year I got a small car, innit? Like a whatever, I'm not gonna say my car. Last year, bro. No, not even last year. At the beginning of this year, bro, I was filling up my tank with like 60 quid. Now, if I put 60 quid, I don't know if it reaches half.
That's so sickening.
Bro, you know what it is? Before, yeah, because I used to hear people say it, I think, oh, you're exaggerating. Brother, if I put 65 in my tank now, I don't think it reaches half, bro. Bro, in the space of a year. Yeah. Let's just rubber band.
Did you not see what?
Let's just rubber
Did
band.
you not see what?
Because
I don't want to agree on camera.
allegedly. Allegedly.
DJ
I don't even reply. But
Another one.
Literally.
did you not see what Kwasi did with the whole mini budget for the other day?
Who?
Quasi
The
Quarting.
Chancellor.
That sounds like a rap name, isn't it?
Is he not? Is he not a
No,
rapper?
he's not a rapper.
He's not, he's MP.
Is he
He's probably wrapping up the economy.
Quasi Quarting.
I thought he was in
He said
Quasimodo
he's
them gang.
He said he's wrapping up the
That's what
economy.
he's doing.
I thought he
That's
was
the
in
only rapper he's
Quasimodo
doing.
them gang. Where's Quasimodo from?
Like he's French, isn't it?
Quasimodo, I didn't. Okay, thank you. Do not hunchback on the
Yeah.
Man told me he's French.
Yeah.
Man
Give a fuck
said
about that.
he's wrapping up
What
the
story
economy.
was he from, nigga?
Oh
He
yeah.
got fired expeditiously. Someone
What's
put
that
a
gone?
meme.
Must go back real.
It wasn't real.
Okay,
Someone
right.
put a meme of him leaving 10 Downing Street and they edited the Ghana must go back in the hand.
You're lying.
I'm gonna find it.
What's his
so we're
name?
gonna put it in the corner of
Quasi.
it.
Oh, like
Quasi.
Kwasi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that how that name is said?
Quasi.
It's Kwasi.
It's probably
Mate.
Kwasi.
Yeah. We
With
know
the
how. We
British.
know why.
He
start
did it
saying
like
the name of
QWAZEE.
No, it's
Kwasi.
Kwasi.
I was like, who is this
The white
person?
people got hold of it and they called him Quasi and yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care
What's
about
the second
that.
name?
Kwasi.
Quarting.
Jesus.
KWA.
This is the cousin of, was it Boateng? What's that surname that Ghanaian Certain?
Achempong.
Certain.
Yeah, Certain.
All the things.
Ow!
Yeah. Fucking hell. Alright, cool. Someone's go. I don't know if it's your go or yours or Mr. West.
Kanye
Mr.
West.
West.
I don't know this story. You have to tell me, Sha.
What do you mean, you don't know, bro?
I said what I said.
How do
So
you
Shit.
Since our last episode, it's two things, yeah?
What's this our last episode?
But, brother. Since our last episode, it's two things. The White Lives Matter thing,
Yeah.
where he was at, I was at Paris Fashion Week.
Something like that.
And
And Candace Owens with him. And
yeah,
Lauren Hill's daughter. It got out of hand for me.
so he's doing the fashion show, and she's got a top on, you know, Kanye West style, oversized or baggy, White Lives Matter on the back.
Also, I noticed that on his hat he's got 2024. Is he going to try to run for president or something?
Again.
No, he's not. You know what? I think that's only 34 because he's remember he had this is on to the second point anyway. He had a rant and he called someone tremendous. I need
Called
to find
someone what?
tremendous, as in I'll find the details for you in a second. But he's starting a brand, and I think he's starting a brand in 2024.
Oh, I
So think that's what it is.
I see.
But back to the White Lives Matter thing is.
What does it mean?
Yeah, what are you doing?
What does it mean?
And he went on a rant on Instagram saying that Black Lives Matter was fake.
We understand the economic side of that, how they took their money and that.
Can I tell you my first thought on this? Obviously, him tweeting that Black Lives Matter is fake is not the first time I'm hearing this. I'm hearing that white people, the people that created it and made profit off of it. So he's probably
Black people.
either way. I'm just hearing at the end of the day, a white man or a white woman is a person who end up solely profiting mainly off of it. Because even though it was three black people, it could have been some. So what was that?
Life is just one big Scooby-Doo episode.
Every time,
the monster, the white
yeah, and you say it's the three black people, but they were controlled by who? A white person.
Yeah.
So
Is that what the story is?
No,
that's what I see.
Yeah.
Because all I've heard is that
story.
That's what I saw.
The
That's what I
black
saw.
the black
And
people
buying
obviously.
homes and stuff.
Yeah, the
That's
Black Lives
what
Matter
I was-
obviously. We agree with Black Lives Matter in terms of the slogan and what it means, but the company or the organisation took all the donations and went to go and buy cribs and that, and they bought one big ranch.
They was paying their brothers and
You
cousins.
said they bought a ranch.
like a ranch, like a big estate kind of.
They took their
And
valleys.
claimed that it was for, but we ain't seen them do nothing with it. Innit? So I think, yeah, you were saying.
Interesting. So being controlled by a white person, so maybe he's taking that narrative of let me be a black guy to take control of White Lives Matter.
His thing was he was trying from what the rants.
Do we want babe? Rants.
For what the rants he was posting, he was basically saying that those people are frauds. The people that we're speaking about that bought the houses and stuff and used the donation money for their own personal gain. Yeah. My thing is, he could have said that without putting White Lives Matter on his t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, Kamal was saying to me earlier, I understand that he's got points to make, but
he's doing damage in between those good points.
What did you say? He's making 10 points.
2 are good.
2 are good, and the other 10 is just.
Over 8.
Like, what did you get?
Bro. He had a total of 12.
See, that's why Kanye makes no sense.
Yeah.
What?
That's why he makes no
He
sense.
just confused me.
Yeah.
Fam, what's that? So then the next thing, what's the other bullshit he did?
When he said that George Floyd didn't die from a knee on his neck.
What did he die?
He said he died from a fentanyl overdose.
I'm sorry, one more time.
A fentanyl overdose.
So what was it about 50 Cent's son we was talking
That was
about?
something else.
She just skipped. She said, fuck Kanye West.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
That's how I
on.
feel. I don't really
That's
want
what I'm
At this point,
on the drive here, I got to
I
that point.
tried.
You know why? Because my thing is, I feel like he's going through some sort of mental whatever.
Clearly.
Cool. As well as that, people are taking advantage of him. So I understand them doing it because, like I said, I would say personally, I wouldn't want him on this podcast while he's right. Right. Not that we're gonna get Kanye West. Like while he's like that right
You
now.
never know if I might fly out.
But
He's wild like that.
do you know what that would do for our platform?
I'm fuming. My
Had
thing is, I'm
Kanye
not even
West
saying
sitting
fuck
right
Kanye
there,
West.
talking shit.
No, my thing is that like I feel like as much as I feel like he's going through something, let him go through it. There's no point in me commenting and trying to think of what
why,
the fuck?
or
Yeah. If I really believe you're going through something, I'd rather just
but
let you just
I feel you.
say it out. Use the same social media. It's your account, fam. Tweet what you want to fucking tweet. Write on your shirt what you want to write on your shirt. Whatever. Like, what the hell? I'm not gonna come be like,
I feel you, but what he's saying is literally incorrect.
okay.
It's a literal lie.
And that makes me feel like he's just looking for attention.
Yeah.
And I don't like giving people.
This video
As
evidence
well as
is
that,
like
The attention. So why am I giving you the
Yeah, that's
attention?
what I'm
Let me
you know what?
let
You know why I don't want to give it. As much as I don't want to give it attention, what I think the issue is that this is not like, for example, you live wherever you live. There's probably a crazy guy who walks up and down your road. The first few times you saw them, you was like, oh shit. After 3 or 4 years, that's that crazy guy, and you ignored him because he don't have no platform and he's nobody.
Yeah.
Kanye West is up here. Like, as much as we don't like to admit it, when he says something, it makes a difference. So you've got all these fucking idiots behind you who are already idiots,
You've got to find them.
and now you're confirming their idiocy, or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? So, like, for example, how much of his fan base you think are racist? There probably is a decent amount of them. As much as it doesn't make sense, we already know how racists are. Nothing they do make sense.
I know all his new fans are racist though.
You hate niggas, but you listen to Kanye West. Cool. You're now confirming the bullshit they believe. Oh, a black man said it. It's like when I first time I heard people give white people passes to say nigga. Bro, I don't even care if you give someone a pass. I'll smack your mouth, bro. Don't say nigga in front of me. If you're gonna say it, say it over there where I'm not. You're gonna say he gave you a pass. He didn't speak for all of us.
That's the bit I don't get.
Your boat,
That's a limited license,
bro.
That's the bit I'm trying to understand. Even if you got a pass, why did they not register in your head that the pass was just for you and your person that gave you the pass? Why did the pass become?
It's
that's
the
like
same thing. It's that thing of, well, he said it's okay,
entitlement,
and he's
bro.
black, so it must be okay. If
as a girl, I said it's okay to kiss me here. She said no, but you're gonna do it because this girl said it's okay anyway. How you judging someone on someone?
Someone, you know what I'm trying to say, but that's what it is a thing.
So you end up getting your ass beat.
As much as we don't like it, it's a thing, bro. People are listening to Kanye West and thinking, oh yeah, he said white lives matter, so they must. It's just like, bro.
And you know what it is as well? It's almost like Kanye's painted himself as this genius and like this revolutionary, this pioneer. So people hold on to that, and then when he's done stuff like this and said stuff like this, they think that it's part of that genius. It's part of that revolutionary rebellion. That's what they think. It's not part of that. It's just psychotic nature. That's all it is.
What interview did he have the other day? I don't know who he was speaking to, and he said something like, "I think we should abolish stairs."
Abolish?
Is he like, what we doing here?
Kanye West said, "I think we should abolish steps as in stairs, as in the stairs you take to go upstairs."
He's not here with us, guys.
And you know, but this is
why is it not in this on this planet?
What are you talking about? We got bigger problems to fucking solve.
Stairs.
What was the reason?
Than stairs.
I don't remember the reason. The reason I stopped watching it. The reason I stopped watching it is because exactly what I'm saying now. It was in a room full of white people.
No, say it one more time.
It was in a room full of them.
He was losing connection.
And you see how you know... Hello. He said it in a room full of those people, white people, yeah? Sorry.
Right, it's doing better than those two.
It is, God.
White people, yeah? And I stopped watching it because exactly what I'm saying now. Oh my God, that's a great idea, Kanye. And you see how we all reacted. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? They're like, yeah, man, I hate walking upstairs.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro,
I hate walking upstairs, but what do you mean let's abolish stairs?
So what are you gonna do? What now? What are you gonna do?
The biggest slope.
You want to do plyometrics and jump from the bottom to the top?
They want that.
How will you get to your crying baby?
Elevator.
Your door has to throw the towel.
Elevator or escalator.
And when that breaks, then what?
Kanye
exactly.
Will do that thing. You see when you grab the rope and you cut the wire and then the rocks pull you up.
That's what he wants.
He's an Indiana Jones.
Every time you got
reattach that bitch, the rope. How wham is gonna be every day? Pulling the rocks.
Bro, you go to the steps for this?
No.
Every
He's
time I
like,
go upstairs, I risk my life. Nah,
Yeah.
bro. If I
He's
just
moving
like-
backwards. If you want to be a Flintstone, just say that.
That's what I'm saying.
damn.
It's like I said, because he has such an influence here, I feel like when you have a platform or any sort of influence, you have.
Speaker's touching me, boy. Fuck it. I'm trying not to talk about it. Think about it.
You have to
Damn.
have a certain level of like awareness, bro. You, as much as freedom of speech, you can actually say what you want. You can even say that I'm not a role model. People are still gonna look at you a certain way. So it's now your responsibility, bro, to make sure that you're getting the right message out there. Or even if, like, what you correctly believe. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you can't be saying wild stuff, bro. There's gonna be idiots who take you up on it, man.
I agree with you, but I also understand why someone wants to be like, fuck it, I can't be bothered. I just want to
Yeah,
do
like,
and say what I want to do.
what I want to.
and
Why
say
do I
it.
have to think about
Yeah.
repercussions of other adults? Like, get out my face.
It's
No,
not
it's-
done,
it's
just
true.
Get out of my
One.
face. You are also an adult. You are also making the choice to follow me. You are also a fool. It's not on me
Some
that
of them aren't adults,
no,
though.
leave me alone.
Some of them are young.
I
A lot of
hear
them
it.
are
How do
young.
you feel
Those
about-
ones maybe
How do you feel about this chat? I heard
it's
that.
their parents' job now. It's not my
Not
job.
really.
Yeah, it's my
They can't
yes.
control everything that their kids watch and do.
And if that's the
You
case,
can
I
show
can't
them what to
control
do, doesn't
everything
mean-
that's on the TV.
Yeah, that's exactly. So then it
Can't tell
goes
a
down
child
to the
not to watch
person who's
TV.
putting out the information.
So then that's this clearly we're just in a vicious cycle.
My
then,
mum
isn't
didn't
it?
know that I was
Because let me not
watching.
lie, where a child
Big
I'm
booty
screaming,
every
yeah,
day.
no, but at the same time,
In my room.
do you know when I realised, yeah, that we're a child, less of our life than we are an adult, I realised that, fam. I'm not saying that don't let a child be a child, but at the same time,
Oh, man.
bruh, most of this world is adult world. Like, you're a child way less in your life than you are an adult. Most of this world is an adult world. So, unfortunately, you're only preparing your child for something that they're gonna be for the rest of their freaking life. And the majority of their life. This them being innocent is for your benefit, really. You just want to have something to be like, oh, okay, cute, you're cute,
But that, I feel like that was more. Actually, I don't know if it still happens now, but I feel like that was more before. Like now, I feel like kids are exposed to a lot more, and if you have kids, it's your job to understand that they are going to be exposed, and as opposed to trying to hide it from them.
Just explain.
When they're at the obviously reasonable or whatever age, you explain it to them. You know
When
what I'm
would you tell your kids about sex?
The internet will tell them first. Whatever age you say.
This is what I feel like. I feel like they're going to make my job way easier.
I feel like they tell me.
They're gonna
No,
come and say,
if they're
Dad,
gonna
ask.
easy.
Dad, what's
It's
doggy
not
style?
easy.
What's it?
Dad, what's
What?
missionary?
It's not a good thing though.
I mean, it depends on what age they find this out. If it's at an age where they're mature enough to kind of get a grasp of what they're seeing, then I can just clear up and be like, cool.
I just think it's the issues of content.
I think I'm telling
there's a
them
way it's getting delivered to them.
the age. Okay, that sounds wild. The
What
age.
the issue is the content.
Because it doesn't matter if you're 8 or 15. If you're seeing someone tying someone up and dragging them out.
Whoa, what's your search history,
Well,
man?
Right? She was moving very S,
It doesn't matter like what age.
BDSM.
It's
Open
definitely.
your internet. Let's see. Come,
It's
bring it.
definitely not that.
I feel like, to be fair, the age that my kid comes and says to me, like, they all go to school. Other kids are more advanced. Other kids, like, for example, I know someone who works in a school, and they told me, we had a conversation the other day, and she's told me that a kid last year came into the, he's like, yeah, 3, came into the class with a vape pen. You know that, what's the one that all the people are smoking that? Elf bar?
Yeah, I
With
know.
a vape pen. And she said that they realised that the kids had been going to the toilet quite often. He was telling the other kids to come into the toilet so they could smoke this vape pen. I'm sure you're year 3 or like.
Was he
6.
charging them?
Huh?
Was he charging them?
No, he wasn't charging. If he was charging, I wouldn't tell this story because he's a hustler.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying,
respect
like,
it.
but he charged
He
them,
was
man.
just
We're
a
holding him
wayward
up, man.
child who decided to come.
A wayward influencer.
Now, this year, the kid's in year 4. He's gone to 2 of the girls in the class and said to them, I'm ready to have sex.
Oh!
Whoa. Yeah, for what's that?
Now.
9?
8 or 9, bro. Now.
I'm ready.
That's
That's the bit that's
bro.
killing me.
Now,
ready.
I'm ready. You know what that
Ready
means?
to cons.
That means somebody who shouldn't have spoken to him explained what sex is.
Exactly.
And he decided, yeah,
I'm ready. There was a thought process, guys. What do you mean you're ready?
So we see, okay, cool. Now, he's like 8 or 9, yeah? If that was my kid, obviously the vaping thing, I'm probably going to kick your ass because how have you got a vape?
That?
I'm also going to fuck up your older siblings because there's definitely one of theirs.
Clearly.
And you're slacking. Even if you're going to be vaping, at least vape with sense.
Yeah,
You're just leaving the vape anywhere in the house.
Is it? Now your younger brother is.
You don't find it, so.
My man shotting puffs in the toilet. What kind of shit is
Not
this?
in puffs.
He was shotting puffs in the cubicle.
But when they get to so like if my kid came to me at 9, for example, and said, "Oh, Dad, what's sex?" Especially like my first kid, I already know myself, innit? I'm gonna panic. It's like
I panicked when he asked me. I was
asked.
like, you asked me when you gonna tell your children about sex. I said,
I
shit.
said, wait.
It's not real.
You're not my mom.
It's not real.
You're not my dad.
I didn't enjoy the question at all.
So I'm gonna be like, okay,
I actually don't know.
I'll probably panic, yeah, but I'm gonna answer them. You know why? Because we all grew up in it. I feel like all the things my mum told me not to do and didn't explain, I went to go and do that shit because I was already intrigued. Now you've made it like it's forbidden. Oh yeah, it's peak. Oh shit. I'm gonna go do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if you had sex,
I feel
You know
like
why?
you did it because you wanted to. Because my mum always told me, don't do drugs, don't do drugs.
No,
like
but-
A-class drugs and these things like stuff. And that is the reason I don't do it now.
no, but that of
and
course,
because I don't want to as well.
and what you've seen and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
But
I
I'm
genuinely
talking
don't
about
want to.
like I wanna pierce my ears, mum. No, you can't do it. Oh, why? Because I said so.
Yeah.
Who the
That sexual
Who
shit.
the
it was
fuck are
so weak.
Who the fuck are you?
That was so
You're portal to this earth, bitch.
You're my mum,
You're
but
portal.
at the same time, I'm my own person. You don't tell me you can't do it because I said so. I'm not 3, bro.
I said so.
Huh?
What's that?
Now I'm definitely doing
I've been
that shit.
Person. I've got after the ears, then everything came.
But then,
Belly button.
but you know why though? You see, if your parents had explained to you why they didn't want you to do it
Yeah.
and what they think it might do and their experiences with it,
Yeah.
you might still do it, but you're gonna take on board what they're saying. You just telling me don't do it because I said so.
Yeah. But you know why that's great though?
Yeah.
Because what you said earlier, Jen, is communication.
Effectively.
Effectively.
That's
Because
nice.
if you
Forget
can't
the
explain to me why I shouldn't do something,
Yeah.
how can I then be like, okay, that's not, I'm not gonna
I'm
do
saying
it.
because they're communicating
I'm
to
too
you.
curious
No,
as
don't
a
do it.
child.
But to communicate
I'm
effectively is
trying to
now
learn.
let's explain this.
Why, yeah.
Because they communicate and don't
Yeah,
do
because
it.
And
my
that-
thought process was, okay, she's saying I can't do this. I'm trying to find out why. I'm researching. There's no reason why. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it now
Yeah.
because there's no reason.
You know what I'm trying to say? So that's why with my kids, like I said, the age, of course, not like 4 or 5. I'm gonna be like, don't say that's a bad word. You know what I'm gonna say? But when they get to that, I know that not consciousness, but you're starting to grow. I see you actually have a personality. You can think, you can process things. You're 8 or 9. Oh, Dad, what's sex? I'll explain it to you. And to be fair, me personally, I'm gonna over-explain where you get scared.
100%.
I'm gonna make it.
Are you going to do one
Do
of
you
those
think, do
ones?
you think you're gonna fumble in the moment? Like, do you think you have to do it another time? I feel like the moment they ask me,
I'll be like, go to bed, we'll speak tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me talk to my wife
Yeah.
and discuss the
Yeah.
tactics.
You're not going to stand with this bitch.
I'm gonna say something, and you're gonna say something, and then now I'm trapped. Bro, so it's best.
We need to coordinate.
Yeah.
We need to coordinate the attack, otherwise.
Because it's not going to work.
Because
It's not going to work.
you will say one thing, and they'll go ask your mom,
And then
but
it's
the way
like-
that they worded it is not how you said it.
Now we're
Now,
all fucked.
now everyone's in big problems.
And over a 7-year-old asking one question. It's
Exactly.
crazy.
So I'm not
I
living
need
my
to
life
agree.
like that. Yeah, no.
But what was it about 50 and this Sunday?
You know the story, isn't it? Funny.
Yeah, man.
Man took a big sigh. What's going on?
Ah.
All I know is that there's a number of 6,500.
Basically 7 bags. Yeah.
6,
Yeah.
7. 6, 7.
50
No.
was paying 7 bags a month in child support to his son.
It started off at 25.
It started off at 25. I didn't even know this
Yeah,
information.
because people always want to fuck up shit. Imagine starting off at 25 and
But-
you fuck it up there.
But
so
no,
much
you know,
producers.
this was the way he put it out there. Is his name Marquise?
Yes.
He looks like a
I don't even like to say that.
Anyway.
Wow.
But
Someone's child.
Yeah.
he's basically saying
50 don't like him anyway, so I'm alright.
I don't agree. I think
50
that
don't
whole
like him
situation
because he sided with the mum, innit? And the mum was obviously saying, explaining, or painting 50 in a light that isn't very favourable because he's gone and done his thing, he's moved over his life, being chicks, whatever. The son is getting 7 bags a month, 25 originally, and he's saying that that's not enough to live in New York or live in this modern world or whatever.
I'm stuck on this 25 originally. What made it go from 25 to 7?
We don't even
She
know.
said no, the mum said, I'll just add context what you were saying.
Yeah.
So obviously, had a baby or whatever, because obviously they broke up, child support, 25k a month was what she was doing. She took 50 Cent to court saying, I deserve more.
And they get
And
rid
based
of
on
it.
the
That's normally
information,
the story.
Yeah.
she lost.
This is
This
what
is-
you, and
remember-
this is why.
Remember the last episode I was talking about him in the smart car?
Yeah.
I think that's when he went to court in the smart car.
No, that was something else.
That was something else.
Oh,
But
Basically,
this is why.
This is why 50 Cent didn't, sorry to cut you off.
No, go on.
This is why 50 Cent didn't originally move them into, because he bought Mike Tyson's house, innit? He didn't move them in there because now this is the lifestyle you're living. So now I have to maintain this lifestyle, which is the issue a lot of people do. They take their wife and everything into the lifestyle, they're not together, buy them a big home, you're my baby mum,
Now they
So when it
can't
goes
afford
net
that
because it's
lifestyle.
on child support, no, this is the lifestyle they were living, they have to maintain that.
Yeah.
So 50 Cent didn't bring her into one big house. He bought them a house, put them in there, and based on that lifestyle, it was 25k.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
Fair. And it's fair.
6,700 a month is
Bro,
not
if I'm
enough.
making 7 racks a month,
New York is expensive.
my lifestyle.
No, New York is expensive.
But I know
yeah.
it's a lot, but
But that also tells me that
I don't know.
You're
But that's a
overdoing it.
child, fam. I'm saying, what kind of fucking...
No, he's older now. I think he's over 20. He's over
Yeah,
20.
but then it's not child support anymore. You get child support until the point of being 18.
Exactly.
And until you're 18, you ain't paying no bills, you ain't doing none of these things. Most you have to maybe pay for is a car because you're able to drive
Maybe
from
a sports
16
team or something.
or whatever, fam.
Yeah.
What are you doing for
I
the
think-
7
No,
grand?
but you know what it is? My thing is 50 Cent. Anyway, number one, they shouldn't be doing this online. Yeah? Number two, where I think 50 Cent is wrong is, bro, no matter what, yeah, as much as, because even me, like, my mum never spoke bad on my dad, obviously, of course. But at the end of the day, this is the person who I'm with that's grown me. I rarely ever see you. I only see you online and you're flexing and we're here eating noodles, for example. But not that they were doing all right. innit? But I'm saying, you can't be surprised. So if I break up with a girl right now, we have a kid. I'm over here doing this and the kid's always with the mum. I rarely ever see them. Whatever his perception of me is, I have to accept that because I wasn't in your life to give my impression. You're gonna side with your mum because this is the nigga who stayed with you. She grew you, she bathed you, she made sure he don't know about no 25k child support. He just know that when I wanna go and buy food, mummy buys it. When I wanna buy trainers, mummy buys it. So, and even that, she's wrong to obviously paint him in whatever light, innit? The best thing she should have done is let him find out himself if he was so bad. So I think first of all, 50 should be accepting of, bro, you don't know the kid. If anything, you fly him out. You meet him, you start talking to him, you tell him your side of things. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You're going to understand more. You might even still side with your mum a bit, but as long as he's willing to go there and listen to what his dad said, you might think, bro, okay, maybe on this part, mum's right, dad's wrong.
Okay.
And then you now, for me personally, the way I did it, because my mum never spoke bad on my dad, but there's just certain things that I saw myself that she might have underlined maybe tried to tell me but didn't want to say it. So it's not like I'm talking bad on your dad. And I've now seen it myself. But then I've also spoke to him and I've seen things that she's done wrong. And that allowed me to be mature and be like, okay, fuck that, I'm not picking a side. That's you lot's business. This is my mum and this
And
is
I
my
think
dad.
that's the problem that 50 had with his son originally, that when he was younger, I can't be sure. I just feel like I remember him having a problem with his son just constantly grilling him or chatting shit on his name because of the beef I have with your mother. Like, we ain't even really got a relationship. I'm trying to have a relationship with you and you're just chatting shit to me or chatting shit about me on the internet. Am I right or am I wrong?
That's what I was
From
going to
like
let
back
you
in the
lot
day,
discuss
like-
it, but so there's things that was happening in it. So one, what she used to do was so he would always obviously like want the new trainers and stuff like that. And what she will tell him is, okay, cool, I'll try and get it for you, but you should have this already because of who your dad is. So she built the sense of entitlement within him. Ended up taking him to court, blah blah blah. That gets worse. So obviously remember in the first stage, 50 Cent used to have him in the videos. So they had a relationship in the beginning. So because she wanted more and more for, she never worked. She never had a job. She was living off the child support that he was given. Then starts to grow up, blah 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 blah. 50 Cent walks into a store because he knows that his son likes footwear in it. He saw a closing down shop that was closing down. He goes, "Oh, why are you closing down?" He basically said, "The part of New York I'm at, it's not really working here. Like it's not really to da 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 da." So he goes, "Okay, cool. So how much do you buy these trainers for example? Or $30. How much do you sell them for? $60. He bought the entire store, sent it to his son, and said, "See that sneaker store you want to start online? Have this. I'm giving you 200 pairs of trainers. You can start right here." Then he starts having conversations with his mom. He goes, "You know, I don't want to do it online anymore. I want to actually do an actual store." All right, cool. Here's the money for that. Basically, just nothing ever came from the store. Nothing ever happened, blah, blah, blah. And 50 Cent was looking at it, but now you see StockX. Now you see all these things. We was ahead of the curve. That was like, these are $5 billion corporations that we completely missed out on because you don't want to work. You just want the money. And then on top of that, he starts growing up. So he's just taking pictures with the people that shot 50 Cent.
Yeah, that's a bad nature.
He's best friends and that stuff with 50 Cent's real life ops.
And that's why I say this is not even down to 50 Cent at this point. Like, you as a person, clearly from a child, showed us that you're just a person who wants to be lazy and just be off the back of someone. And 50 Cent spotted that, and maybe he should have been a bit easy because he's a kid. And your kid at that. But he peeked it in him and said, "You're just a phony ass nigga.
No, it's not.
Follow."
It's not even, fuck that. Let's not give the kid any, like, a leg to stand on now, bro. Like he said, your dad actually put these things in place for you and you still fucked it up.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for you anymore. Do you get it?
But there's no excuse. 50 probably has, that's what I'm saying. 50 has peeped from he was a very little boy. You're a person that's just going to...
You're an eater.
You're an eater. And then we're thinking, fam, he's 6, fam. Yeah, but I'm clocking and he's an eater. Like, at 6, I wasn't here taking my mom's word for everything. I wanted to... And that's me as a man now. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you're doing these things as a little boy and you're doing this, and then even as a teenager, I'm allowing you, okay, cool, you was a kid. I gave you a story, you're still on the shit that
now
you was
grown.
on the shit, and you're even so the more you're getting older, the more worse you're getting. Let me cut you off now. Clearly, it's fine, you're crazy.
Even
it's okay.
just take the 6, 7.
Yeah, please take it, go.
So that I wipe my bum with. Take
it, like, what the hell?
But
so,
I just think...
I think 50 ain't done that wrong, man.
Now that I've got more facts, I actually understand.
Yeah, I didn't know.
50 was even saying, like, what 25-year-old is still talking about child support?
That's the bit come on, thank you. That's the bit
that's
I'm
like
trying to
reality.
say. Why are you talking about child support? You give me child
know
support.
what? You know
You
what?
got a big head.
You know what's fucked? You know what's fucked, yeah? And this is what I always say. Me, maybe because it's how I am personally and how I feel like I'll be with my kids. Bro, it's not your uncle. It's not your friend. It's your dad. Throw away your humility. Call him. Listen, see these last few years, I was wilding.
That's what he said though. He started talking about he wants to like sit down with him and.
But you know something I realised?
He said it now.
Yeah,
He said it now.
No, let's just thinking back.
But I understand why right now 50 Cent's like fuck that. But
no, I get it.
But then if he's genuinely trying to do it, me personally, especially the people that I know, I can't see a dad that's gonna be like, what? Fuck that little nigga. No. Bro, if it's me, yeah, I'm gonna be excited. Oh, so you finally found sense. Oh yeah, come. Let me show you how to do this properly. You know what I'm saying?
What if it was a son that was taking pictures with the people that shot him?
Yeah, that's a bit. He went too far.
And still today,
he went too far.
Remember, you have a beef with these people.
He's still fucking with them.
So remember, Tony Yale's lost his friend Lodi, like he's dead.
Oh, yeah.
People are dead. And the son chills with the people that did that.
It's tough. It's tough.
In that situation, then...
Yeah,
one of the things he said is like, someone was
even being a hood nigga as well, I don't even trust
That's too far.
I feel like
and you're even not even setting up. To me, it shows that you're stupid because you're the son of my ops. What if they're just ready to just have you there so that when they want to kill you because you're the son of me, you dickhead, they don't care for you.
Now you're done.
Now you're just there. You're just there doing chilling. You even though it's smart enough to even think of that. But sorry, just to go back to when you said the mum wasn't even working or anything. Yeah, she doesn't want to work. I was thinking, I realise now why the boys so mad over $7,000 a month for child support because she's living out of it. She's paying her rent. She's paying her car note. But then that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying you're even an idiot as well again. Because why are you mad at me and not mad at your mum?
But can you see where?
Why are you mad at me and not mad at your mum?
Can you see where the bitterness of?
And this is why 50% said, yeah, you're mad.
That's
Because someone that's just going to take over the back of your mum.
25 racks a month, and you complained.
No, that's
for
actually
free.
No,
You don't have to go
that's actually
to work.
My child support, you paid your rent,
them.
you paid your car, and my child support, mum. And you're not mad at her.
She met a man, had a man living in the house at 50.
Do you all of these things? Do you see all of these
And I'm
things?
paying for it.
And you're mad at me.
And
And you're mad at me.
you're mad,
But you're not mad at your mum.
Now
Okay.
Now that we've had
Okay.
I actually completely understand why he's feeling that way because it's just like.
I used to think this guy's just petty.
Nah, man.
No,
He's
let's.
He is petty.
He's petty.
But
He's petty.
you know,
But in
it's-
this situation, I think
for-
he's
for
got a leg
most-
to stand on, man.
for most of Americans, when he's petty,
He's got a
I'm like,
tripod to stand on because.
Hey, yeah, you go free leg of these. You go free leg of these beds. Hey, like
sturdy.
no, it's actually true.
God,
Still, he's
yeah.
violating. I can't even lie.
Fam, and
Now
50
I've
picked
got
that from
all this
time.
information.
Because
yeah.
you know 50's been a real nigga. When I watch stories of like hip hop and they explain 50 from back in the day,
He's always been a solid.
oh my god. So the fact that his brother's doing
Sorry.
the fact that his little son is doing this little, he said, I'm not fucking with you, even if you're my son, even if he's 6 years old.
You know what as well?
That's
Remember
the makings of a fuck
we was talking
nigga.
about earlier in terms of like the communication thing, in terms of like how you've been programmed as well. What you need to realize is 50% is 50 now, like in terms of
50
age.
now.
50 is 50.
Or is he 40 something now?
Oh, isn't everyone pull for their phone?
Somebody Googles.
Hey,
Yeah.
Siri.
He's at least like 46.
How old is
something
50
like
Cent?
Yeah, I think that's 48.
He's close.
He's 47.
that. He's 47, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is another topic here where I said I always tell people, yeah, you see when someone's like a real thug, you know, like we know people that pretend that they're gangster and they're bad and that. You know, there's some people that are real thugs, like they don't care, they do what they want, they're on gang shit 24. Like I thought that 50 Cent was a real thug, but he's also intelligent. When you take thugism, intelligence, and you give that person money,
And personality.
oh my god, it's a big problem.
You have 50 Cent.
Big, bro,
We
now
have 50 Cent.
I can do my thug nigga shit where I bully people online and no one's gonna tell me shit.
And if they do, I got smoke for them.
I'm gonna make all my money, and even if we decide to do the gangster shit, I'm still better than you. It's long.
You want to do it legal? I told them I'm bankrupt and I'll win.
Just take the money.
You want to do the
Just
roads?
take the
I'll
money from
finish you. You want to do internet trolling? I'll finish
Was it
you.
last
Where are we
year?
going with this?
What was it? Or maybe 2020, the first year of COVID, where 50 Cent had a restaurant, and I don't know if someone approaches him wrong, and he goes nuts and starts throwing the chairs. Did you not see that shit?
We deny.
He's on a date with his
I seen it. That Cuban link.
the one he's with now.
Yeah, she's bad, you know.
Bro, I've never seen someone.
Anyway.
You know that
None of our business.
the way he said, you know them collapsible chairs.
I seen it.
The way he's collapsed it and threw it with one hand. I've never seen that before in my life. Bro.
I said one punch man.
You know,
You're an
if
idiot.
I was to throw that chair, I'd have to close it and bro, it's like he closed it in one
Like a
hand and the
sandwich.
minute it was closed, what? I said, nah. Yeah, nah. Them people there.
What was it you were saying about the 1 punch?
Wait, Valence, what you gonna say? You gonna say something?
No, I was gonna say,
Yes,
I've not heard Tony Yo's lad. When he talks about 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Tony Ayo being interviewed is
I ain't
hilarious.
seen that.
It's when Vlad said something about 50 being stabbed and Tony's like, yo, stop saying that
stop
shit,
saying
Vlad.
it.
Stop saying that shit, Vlad.
Them not all cool now, innit?
Like,
the
God,
rest
yeah.
of G Unit at 50, they're all like cordial again now, innit?
I don't
No,
know.
not the game. I don't think the game.
No, not the game is.
Yeah.
I let's not even talk about that guy. I don't even like that guy, man. I just think
I'm not a fan.
He's an
He's a
attempt.
stupid ass.
He-
I'm not a
for
fan.
me, yeah, he's worse than Kanye because now you're known as Kappa. Like everything you say, like even he had a Drink Champs interview, and the premise was, oh yeah, here goes the game lying again. Like bro, you're telling stories that nobody can validate. You're supposed to be this big gangster, but you're just doing hella gay shit online. Like what's wrong with you, fam?
You see what Nipsey said when them stories that you telling on folder?
Yeah. Believe that one word. That one word.
What was the one?
Huh?
Where them stories that you telling unfold that no one don't know?
No one knows.
Fam, he's just like.
You ain't got a location,
You're
a
talking about
time, a
Stacey
date,
said this to
nothing.
Liza Minnelli and Liza Minnelli.
You know the one. You know when I realized that
Don't think,
he was just like, what's wrong with you? Remember when he was dating that India girl? India.
India Royale? No,
India
India Royale. No, India Love.
India Love.
India Love.
India Royale sound like a porn star.
It do?
No, ain't that
Nigga, you been watching porn.
No, ain't that
Yeah.
girlfriend?
No, yeah.
That's not girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's who?
That's girlfriend.
Westbrook. Who? Isn't it India Westbrook?
Thank you.
Westbrook?
Yeah, what about her?
Yeah.
There's a scene where they're dating
Yeah.
and they're in, when they're dating anyway, they took a picture of them and they're in the park, innit?
Oh, I know you're talking.
And he's
Yeah,
fingering her.
Yeah.
And then the next scene is him putting his hand in
Yeah,
his
yeah.
mouth. It's like, okay, cool. I'm not saying that's anything wrong with that, innit?
Yeah, but what's the point?
Why you know people are looking at you. Like, what?
He obviously
Bro,
gets
you're a
something out of
grown man, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like,
He's the corniest nigga I've ever seen.
cool,
Yeah, he's
fam.
it. Is it corny to do that?
No, but that's not the
Academics
only
think,
thing.
I think he has the crown.
But
No,
academics
yeah.
is meant to be corny though.
Yeah,
I hear it, but he got it though.
You
He's
know why?
meant to be, and he
Yeah.
got the crown.
Yeah.
Got it.
Game speaks like a real nigga.
Okay,
Looks like.
You're supposed to be
I
an
can't get with
LA,
that.
bro. He was the other day, I
and
saw,
academics.
you know the guy that talks to people and says, oh, it's a really nice car, bro, what do you do?
Yeah.
And someone done it to the game, yeah? And it made me realise that you know what you're doing. You're doing this online stuff on purpose because you're a real gangster. The guy pulled up to me with the camera and he's opening his car door. As he sees the guy, he's grabbed his bag and put his hand in and looked at the youth. You see, yeah? If the youth didn't say the right thing, he was about to get smoked.
God
And
damn.
you can see in his face, yeah, that wasn't like pre-scripted. That was genuine.
Yeah.
He was ready, bro.
Yeah,
So that tells me that you're like the man in my know, the real gangsters who don't do this internet shit. But now, somehow, for some reason, you get this mad kick from the internet shit, and you're just doing bare corny shit.
Like, you see all the.
But why
old is
can
the game?
50 Cent get away with doing the
Define
internet
that
corny
shit.
shit, but the
I
game
don't-
can't?
See, that's the thing I don't know. Maybe because
50
Cent
Cent
built
does it with the
himself-
truth though.
the truth,
Whereas the game is doing bullshit.
hella lies.
What
And
the
then
fuck?
I feel like 50 Cent built himself to a certain level where, bro, if we're gonna be real, yeah, you see when, obviously there was rap before, but you see when rap became like globally accepted, it was rappers like Snoop Dogg and 50 Cent. You'll go to the deepest part of Nigeria and ask them who's 50 Cent. And they'll say, oh, I know
And they'll
him.
know.
They'll know Michael
many
Jackson.
men. Yeah.
They'll know 50 Cent. They'll know
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
If I said another bait rapper from like America back then, they'll be like, who are you talking about?
Yeah.
So 50 Cent at a global level, bro. When you even till this day, when I go to corporate parties, they still play 50 Cent in the club to accommodate for the black people in the party. Fam,
true.
you know what I'm saying? So he's a household name, bro. The game is not that. So everything you're doing, you're not gonna get that leeway that my man gets, fam. You know?
It's true, it's true.
Let's talk about it. It's like Game's got one classic record, bro. One classic song, even.
And is it the one with 50
No,
Cent?
his
Or is it
album.
the one that don't get what you're talking
The
about?
documentary, yeah. Cool.
This-
The album
Yeah.
is the album is
Yeah.
legendary.
But
not just how we do. Is it that one or Hey?
That's the one.
I think I hate or love it as a song. Hate or love it is.
Well, both of them.
It is.
Yeah.
But I
Right,
prefer
classic.
the one, but ain't 50 Cent on that one as
He's
well.
on
Yeah,
both
yeah,
albums.
yeah.
So,
No,
both on.
No, 50 Cent is not on.
He is.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, no, both of those tracks.
I prefer the one with Mary J. Blige, but we ain't gonna talk
You see
about
that? You see that Dr. Dre line of artists? The Eminems, the 50 Cents, the Kendricks. It's legendary
Dr.
shit.
Dre is very.
Dr. Dre is like the godfather.
I
of
mean, he
hip-hop
beats
shit.
ass.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Well, yeah, let's.
He beats ass.
How long have we even got left? Because I was gonna bring another topic. Yeah.
2 minutes. We don't even have it. We don't even have
Like
it.
very short, very short. Alright.
Not really that
I'm-
long.
I'm
Cause I
gonna-
have to go to the
I want to speed through it, yeah. Why is it that some artists get away with stuff and certain don't? So it's kind of like what you were just asking now. So for example, there's certain artists who might have hit their misses. They're done now. If you follow what's her name was saying in regards to how Dr. Dre was treating her, we shouldn't be fucking with him anymore.
Alright, so this is actually gonna have to be next pod.
Oh,
It's gonna have to be next pod. That was about to die right
Alright, well.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Keep doing
Because I
podcast.
realized on top of that as
Fam,
well.
we
So
out.
boy, yeah, next point.
Do your intros real quick if you could like.
Yeah,
episode.
LB, yeah, or Juwon, or David, whatever you want to call me.
Same count.
I'm sure you never know. I'm not being
Yeah.
introducing myself again.
I'm sure.
Alright, it's down somewhere down there.
It's down. All the time it's down. Oh yeah. Also, before we finish, yeah, yeah, somebody decided to disgrace us.
Into my mind.
Oh
Somebody,
shit.
somebody
oh, yeah.
decided.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let me hold it. Somebody decided, yeah, that they're gonna report on Instagram. I don't know what we did. I don't know who
You know
I
what we
offended.
did.
I don't. Maybe I fucked your sister. Maybe I fucked your girlfriend. I don't know. I'm sorry, but leave us be. Yeah, we're gonna make a new Instagram. Yeah,
Stay away.
don't report us. Just leave us. If you don't like us, you don't have to look. That's it. Yeah. Thank you very much. I'm done. We have. Bye.